you feel the momentum leaning towards the All Blacks. There was a contest in the air. It didn't allow the ball to bounce. Regathered. And Malachi Esdale just couldn't get his man. Swatted away. And New Zealand have try number 2. The conversion, low, but over. 2 converted tries for New Zealand. 14 points to 0. And the USA are going to need to get possession. You can see the Dubai sun taking it all out of the players. But the intensity from the All Blacks at the moment unmatched. And again, they make the kick. Restart contestable. That's everything. And they go down this right-hand side. Surely that's going to be a penalty. No, it's just a knock on. The referee are judging there. It was not deliberate. But New Zealand will have possession nonetheless. Small margins for error there. We saw Scott Currie making a nuisance of himself. And we're inside the 22 of the USA on this 5-meter touch mark on the right-hand side here. New Zealand with the feed. Just over 30 seconds to go. Can they hit a third try, New Zealand? There's space. There's a missed tackle. There's a try. Leroy Carter for New Zealand gets over the line. You can't afford to miss your tackles. It just looked like he had enough speed to force the defender to be as efficient as he could be on defense, and he wasn't. And it's try time. Leroy Carter for New Zealand scores try number 3. The conversion attempt just sailing to the left-hand side. Not converted on this occasion. 19 points to 0. Time is up in this first half. There will be an opportunity with the restart though. New Zealand 19 points to 0 up. And the USA have possession now. They'll be desperate to score from here. And it's a penalty, says the referee. The USA have an opportunity to attack. There's no time for them to wait on anything. New Zealand, though, all over them. The counter-ruck is good. And the referee says it's a penalty to New Zealand, and they want to play. Time is up. But they know they want another try. New Zealand still in possession. $19 points to 0, New Zealand. It's all action here in this third quarter final. And that's half time, folks. Get your refreshments. New Zealand still in full control here. Keep in mind the fourth quarter final coming up is going to be Argentina up against Samoa. And New Zealand, in fact, as I was sorting out a technical issue there in my video feed, have in fact scored a fourth try, so it's 26 points to 0. The second half, however, has not commenced as of yet, but apologies from my side there for that break in video feed. We missed out on a try, but it is 26 points to 0 to New Zealand over the USA. Land of the free, home of the brave. They're going to have to be brave here in the second half, but New Zealand kick off from right to left and get us underway in the second half. The USA will be desperate to hit first in the second half to have any chance of getting to that cup semi-final. And they have a penalty, but AJ Jacobs says you have to come back to the mark. They're on this 5-meter mark of touch between their own 10-meter mark and 22. And a scrum is what the USA will go for here. Looking to play from a set piece. They perhaps don't back their line out as much. But the scrum, of course, gives an opportunity with 4 attackers and 4 defenders with a whole lot of space on the rugby field. The size of the field still the same, of course, as to the 15-man game, which means space can open up. And USA here playing with the pace to burn. He's got to find support, though, running down this right-hand touchline, almost up to the New Zealand 22. And it's Esdale who manages to rescue that ball away. And into the 22 go the USA. It's lost forward. It's lost forward. Heartbreak stuff there for Malachi Esdale and the USA. But you don't want to take your eyes off them. As we said, though, they're going to need the ball to do the magic. Just perhaps you thought for a moment the attacking player of the USA running out of support there, putting on the afterburners, but Esdale rescued it. They got into the 22. But then the ball just popping forward. No control. The All Blacks will have a feed just inside their 22 at the scrum. 5 minutes to play in the second half. Here come New Zealand. Down this right-hand side. Playing from right to left, the All Blacks. Letting the ball do the work. There's a switch move. Taking the contact, forming the ruck. Retention of the ball is good. We're centre field here. There is support. It's the offload is good. Savage. Down this right-hand side. 3 American defenders hunting him down. But again, as we see so often in sevens, it's shifted to this left-hand side. He's just got to get his arms free. Wonderful defense there from Malachi Esdale. They're going to need more of that. The All Blacks hot in attack. Scott Currie now. Lovely little ball out the back. Here's a try. It's try number 5. And it's that man, Tapaya Cook Savage. You also can't keep him out of the game. But look at this for a bit of skill from Scott Currie out the back of the hand. Sonny Bill amongst others. Orpheus Snyman, of course, can also throw a lovely offload. And we saw there Scott Currie giving the opportunity to Tapai Cook Savage to score the try. It's 33 points to 0. And for the moment, it's a demolition game. The USA are all but out with just over 3 minutes to play. Something miraculous has got to happen here. And Savage over for the try, putting the All Blacks further and further away. 5 scores to 0. And 4 out of 5 conversions. You can't ask for much more than that. New Zealand again with possession. And again, one of the players there of the All Blacks trying to take it. I think it was Tim Mickelson. You've got to take it on the mark. Sometimes you're a little bit over-eager, and rightfully so. AJ Jacobs been consistent today, but it is a quick tap now for the All Blacks. They come again. They're into the 22. It's a lovely switch play. And it's Savage again. Steps off the left foot. He scores a brace. And New Zealand go up to 38 points to 0. There's just been no answer from the USA. Malachi Isdale, you saw, was basically waving goodbye to him, stuck on his feet because Savage just had the dancing feet to step. We think of the likes of the Cheslin Colbys of this world who can step you in a phone booth, and it looks very much so that Tapai Cook Savage could do very much the same. It's been all tries here at the Dubai Sevens in this revised men's tournament. That's try number 263. And we're only into quarterfinal number 3. So if you want to see action, of course, you're not in Dubai, tune in on Forever Sports. We're live for every single game. And for the moment, this match is all but said and done at 40 points to 0. Just over a minute to play. New Zealand showing their class in this quarterfinal. The USA just no answer, but in possession at the moment. They want to finish with a consolation try, I'm sure. The ball pops loose. Is there an opportunity for the USA to score? The game is lost. But it's still all action here. Savage shepherding on defense. And away with it come the USA, but it's knocked on in the last moment. And New Zealand will have the put into the scrum. Just not sticking at the last moment there. I think it was Jake Teal who broke the first tackle, but just the man outside him on this right-hand side. It's despair for the American fans. But New Zealand have blown this game completely out of the water at 40 points to 0. Time up on the clock. You can't help but wonder if they'll just put it out. And that's exactly what they do, folks. Quarterfinal number 3, done and dusted. The All Blacks march on, together with Fiji and the Blitzboks, to that Cup semi-final. That's a wrap from quarterfinal number 3. New Zealand 40, the USA 0. If you haven't tuned in, folks, we're up to quarterfinal number 4. It's going to be Samoa up against Argentina. We say welcome from wherever in the world you tuned in. Samoa, of course, fighting their way to this Cup quarterfinal. Argentina, however, looking solid winning all 3 of their group games, and they'll be up against a very stiff test in the Pacific Island team. Perhaps not as successful as the likes of Fiji in the Sevens game, but of course, nonetheless, Samoa will definitely show up. They've got skill, they've got power, they've got it all to be competitive in the 7-man game. Keep in mind, folks, as we said as well, for those of you who missed it, if you don't have an account, get one on BOYLESPORTS, put a 20 Rand down, and stand a chance to win one of 10 double tickets to next weekend's second leg of the DHL Sevens in Cape Town. This, of course, the first leg of the World Series. And Argentina will be kicking off this 4th quarterfinal from left to right. Who awaits South Africa, New Zealand, and Fiji, or who will be joining them? Can Argentina continue from day one? We're underway. Samoa now in possession from the kickoff. And they have the penalty. Argentina